You're tuned in to the Kings of Comedy of Baltimore, the Howard G. and Rickey Shackleford Show on the CoyoteMan Show Network.
Howard G, Rickey, Howard G, Rickey.
You're tuned in to the Kings of Comedy
All right.
Hey, what's up, people?
What's up there, Baltimore?
Baltimore, New Jersey, Philly. We nationwide, baby. Don't this thing is small-minded, baby. We all over the country,
You
baby.
mean they can get us from Glen Burnie?
They can get us in Asia. Oh, let me stop.
That sounds like Ukraine.
What's up, y'all? I'm comedian Howard G.
Hey, look, I'm comedian Rickey, the real deal Shackleford.
And we are the Baltimore Kings of Comedy.
We are the kings of comedy, and
That's
I ain't
right.
talking about no King Syrup.
I love King Syrup, though, man. I love me some King Syrup.
Don't let it drip on your pants.
That's right.
It's gonna look worse than some syrup.
I feel like eat a King Syrup sandwich.
Remember the sandwich?
Oh my gosh, that was
It was nothing like a King Syrup sandwich.
Smith's Blue Ribbon bread. Oh,
My sister was crazy about a sugar sandwich.
Sugar sandwich. I used to have mayonnaise sandwich and King sandwich. King Syrup sandwich, mayonnaise sandwich.
You did a mayonnaise sandwich?
Mayonnaise sandwich was the joint, baby.
You walked around, your name was Gumby. Look, man, I want to say good evening to everybody.
That's right.
We're just having a little fun, y'all. This is Hump Day. You got to
Wednesday night. That's right.
You got to get over the hump.
And don't forget, if you guys want to watch us live, you can go to the CoyoteMan Show Network and download the app. You can watch us live.
That's right.
You can get us on Fire Stick.
Fire Stick.
You can get us on Amazon.
Roku.
And just punch in the CoyoteMan Show Network. That's all you gotta do. The Coyote Man Show Network. That's real simple. Real simple.
Like you were playing chess or something.
That's right. And get the app. Best thing to do is get the app. That way you can have us. Take us anywhere. Take us on.
But the good news you mentioned, Howard, also, if they want to be a host,
guest on our show.
You want to be a host on our show, on your own show.
Or have your own show.
That's right.
Make sure you hit us up.
Hit us up, man, at the CoyoteMan Show Network, or you can hit them Howard G.
Yep, Rickey Shackleford.
That's right.
Hit us up, and
hook you up.
We got some things coming up. We're gonna let y'all know coming up this Friday. Rickey is celebrating the big 65,
65 with little titty muscles.
That's right. Rickey don't look a day over 64.
You ain't seen no titty muscles.
That's right, titty muscles.
Titty muscles.
Right? Yeah, look a day over 64. You look good, man. You look good, man.
Now you stealing my jokes on the podcast. How you steal somebody's joke on the podcast?
It's the best time to do it.
It make it look like it's your joke. It's hard out here for a thief. But no, ladies and gentlemen, we wanted to say good evening. We have a couple of guests here too. We don't want to eliminate them. They over there sweating.
Ladies first.
I know they over there sweating like they in court.
Right. They sitting there like they waiting for an Uber.
Got OJ and Nicole Simpson.
Look like Ike and Tina.
Ike and Tina. That would have been better. Ike and Tina. Eat the cake, Annie, mate. Right. No, ladies and gentlemen, I want to give it up. Ladies first. Very talented poet, writer. She's worked in so many of our shows now. I feel like she's one of the crew.
That's right.
And she's here today. Y'all give some love to Tyese Woodson, y'all. Give us some love.
In the building. Poet.
Tyese in the building.
Author. That's right. She's an author now.
Author, too.
And she graduated in high school. She got a GED. She an author now.
Wait a minute. Didn't y'all go to school together?
No, I ain't go to school.
Okay.
I cheat off her test paper. We both failed.
Because I know you had a GED. How you pass with a GED?
GED, baby.
You know why you failed? Because you couldn't spell GED.
Mom, I got my GED.
What it mean? I'm going to eat dinner.
They're going to have a GED reunion.
Oh, my goodness.
At Mondawmin Mall.
Oh, man. Well, you see them when they have it at the forum. You can come in naked.
That's right.
Because you won't have a career.
All right, Tyese, what you got, babe? What you got?
What's going on, Tyese?
You got your book. And
I see.
Is it a book or is it a pamphlet? Like Watchtower magazine. What the hell is that?
Well, we cracking hard today. Look like a Watchtower.
You know, like a Watchtower.
A pamphlet. There you go. It's a book pamphlet.
Oh, a pamphlet. Okay.
So how you doing today, sweetie?
I'm good.
All right. We invited you here because we done seen you perform so many times. And we want to know, first of all, what side of town are you from, sweetie?
I am from the county
no.
as well.
You from Owensville?
East So
Randallstown.
He's from the west side. I can tell. My skin is clear.
There you go. West side.
East side, women got pimples. Certified west side. Mm-hmm. All right, so what high school did you go to?
I went to City
College
High School.
You went to City.
Yeah.
Live on the west side, but went to City.
Somebody used their fake address.
So I know they bust you in when you got there. East side, love to see some freshmen.
Those good grades will allow you to travel to another part of town to go to school.
My goodness,
pardon me.
That's great, though. So,
right.
Tyese, we're going to jump around a little bit. What made you decide to do poetry, though? I mean, where did that all started from?
It started from when I really just kind of started writing, just because I had some things to get off my chest. And I actually the irony is I never really intended on having anyone see it. So it was really just for me.
It was personal.
It was like exactly. It was like my therapy. It was for me. It was my therapy. So I did that for a while, but then I said, you know what, let me show a couple people and see what they think. I showed my mother, I showed my daughters, and they all liked it. And then I hit up a couple of friends and I said, hey, can you check this out for me? Check out, and I would send them like 3 poems and just get their opinion. And I was like, be brutally honest. I mean, I know we're friends, but let me know exactly what you think.
But I got a question too. What triggered you? Something triggered you to say, I want to do poetry. What triggered
you?
Men.
So you a hater.
Won't he do it?
Yes, he did it. That's why she here now. I see ice water coming out of veins. Cold as ice. Right. Did Rick James ever spank you? But so it's like a redemption then.
I mean,
I want to know.
At first, it could be really just some poetry about relationships and things like that. But then it evolved,
Right.
I evolved because you want to, you always, of course, want to try to grow.
So how many years you have doing this?
So, not very long.
Really?
I want to say I'm pushing 4.
Oh, wow. Four's a long
That's about time when I met you.
Yeah.
So...
So I was
new.
Right. So I don't want to grab your little chicken wing, chicken wing arm and pull you up.
I was brand new.
Where you meet her, Howard?
I met her in the club. No.
It's going down.
She had me perform at one of her events. Kashawn and a good friend of hers is my friend too. Kashawn, sure. You know Kashawn, the singer.
Yeah, I know Kashawn.
Yeah, they had me come and perform at her event, and that's how we started. I liked her poetry then. I told her, you need to start learning your poetry, so she would read a piece of paper up on stage, and I thought that was so ghetto. That was so ghetto.
That's ghetto from a girl from Owens Mills.
Yes, that's right, from Randallstown.
Same place.
Same thing.
They just got more gears on that.
So what made the poetry start becoming so much sexy now? I noticed your poetry is a little R-rated, a little X-rated.
Well, again, you kind of grow, you evolve. So I wanted to start writing in different genres.
Right.
So it went from some relationship stuff that was actually pretty clean, and then it went to I started the women's inspiration, and then from there I said, well, let me give it a shot at the love and erotica, and I started writing that. And then from there I actually took a totally different route, and I started doing more mental health, things like that.
Well, we're going to do this here because I know that we on maybe a couple breaks. We want to hear one of your poems now. Let's kick it, and, so we can let people know why you're here.
And this is a G-rated show, so please.
Right.
She already done took
it's not G-rated, but
she already done took the government
PG-13.
Yeah,
something like
do
that.
a little 17 rated, something
I was
like
gonna say make it clean so your kids can see, but them kids dirty too. So.
They grown.
She got some
They're
dirty
grown.
kids.
They grown. They cute.
grown.
All girls cute. Oh, I never said something. All cute girls.
I don't know how to get them light-skinned people. She chocolate in the chocolate chip. Chocolate
called Married a White Man. No,
She done had some flavor. Yeah, boy. That's a flavor
I did go light for a while. I did go light.
Once you go light, you won't be that damn bright. But
the twins, like I call them twins.
Like,
you got twins
on the vanilla side. Yes, I do.
Wow.
Yes.
They look like Alicia Keys.
They look like
the twins are 27, and my oldest girl is 29.
Wow. So you guys just two twins? That's it?
Just one set of twins. Yeah.
Oh, no other kids?
Yeah, she's got 3.
No. My oldest girl is 29.
Oh,
and
the twins are 27. That's what you told me.
And they all just had birthdays recently.
But in what? In April or May?
And one was in March, and one was in the twins were in February.
Oh, okay. So Pisces and Aquarius. But listen.
Let's see that.
Aries and Aquarius.
Let's
Aries.
Yeah.
Let's hear this sexy poem, Mama. Let's go.
All right, no. Come on now. No sexy. I'm not doing that.
Do your dirty dancing.
I'm not doing that today.
You can do it in the park. Doing it at the dark.
None of that.
Oh,
You have to come to a show and see me in person to get that.
Well, that's coming up in June 18th.
She's trying to act like a preacher's wife. She's trying to act like a preacher's wife to come see me at the show.
Maybe the deacon's wife or something like that. Oh, I wouldn't go as far as saying preacher's wife.
But do us a favor. Let us hear one, because we're on a time thing and you're wasting a whole lot of time.
And first, and this is my book, and the title, it's a collection of 20 poems, and the book is called I Am Woman, and that is the title. You see me?
Right, good. Yes.
Yep.
All right. And so, okay, here we go. So the poem that I'm going to do is actually the featured poem of the book. So the poem is entitled I Am Woman.
All right.
I am woman. I am woman who let go of childish things a long time ago. A woman who knows her worth and does not have to prove as if auditioning for a potential show. A woman who holds herself and regards as a queen, put together so particularly, with wit, style, eloquence, fortitude, and grace, but will not hesitate to digress into fiercest of the bull, steadfast to put you in your place. I am woman as in-depth as a kaleidoscope in constant movement, perplexing those not caring enough to peel the layers of emotion. A woman who knows the intricacies of love entails unconditional praise to the Almighty, the Creator, whom deserves unlimited devotion. I am woman, hear me roar, as it has been said, but to purr like a kitten in peace and harmony that occurs more often than not is my destiny. I am woman like no others, no need to show envy or compete with the same sex, as that only clues a lack of confidence and a miss with content. I am woman with childbearing hips, disturbed by time, as my seeds have blossomed and grown into a fervor of their own. I am woman who knows the law of the land, not to be confused by the misguided defeat of man. I am woman who contrasts good and bad, no matter how hidden and plagued by the ideals of sin and virtue. I am woman ideally birthed in strength and character by a mother who did her best as God would have her to. I am woman, make no mistake about it. So to all women, proudly say, as each day you pray, I am woman without regret, and I know who I am. Praise as much as you can. I am woman.
Wow. Y'all give it up to her.
Yeah, snap.
Give it up to Tyese with some nothing else.
Use that big word too, Rick. You hear that? Incracy.
Yeah, but I like the one.
I had to look that up. I had to Google that when she said that one. What the hell is incracy?
Nothing else, how would we know she's a woman?
That's right.
I might not buy that book, but I know she's a woman. She's a woman one more time. One more. But Tyese, on a real tip, that was nice.
Thank you.
That was nice. And we're going to take a break about this time. We're going to come back with one of our other special guests in a minute. So we're going to take a break.
Another poet.
This is Poetry Day. I'm telling you.
Salute to all the poets.
To the poets. If you don't get romantic or whatever today, then you're missing out on a good show because she's definitely a woman, okay? We'll be back in a couple seconds, y'all.
Don't go nowhere.
Don't go nowhere. Stay tuned.
You're tuned in to the Kings of Comedy of Baltimore, the Howard G and Rickey Shackleford Show on the Coyote.
Please call an appointment at 443-400-5224 or go to www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. That's www.lifeinsurancespecialist.org. Let KFG Life Insurance Specialist help you prepare your family in the present because the future is not promised. Act now.
You're tuned in to the Kings of Comedy of Baltimore, the Howard G and Rickey Shackleford Show on the CoyoteMan Show Network. You're tuned in to the Kings of Comedy of Baltimore.
We're back.
But that was a quick bathroom break.
Yeah, I see him still wiping his hands.
Yes. Had to do it number 2. I hope y'all don't mind.
I mind. I hope you ain't talking about you.
Something ain't sitting right in my stomach.
that Whopper with cheese.
Welcome, folks. Welcome once again. This is the Kings. Baltimore Kings of Comedy. I'm comedian Howard G.
I'm comedian Rickey, the real deal Shackleford.
And we want to welcome you once again to our TV show podcast, which we do every Wednesday, 6:15. Check us out live.
That's right.
So you got to download the app. If you want to be a guest on our show, hit us up. If you want to be a guest, hit us up. Hit us on Facebook, Instagram, Howard G. Gaskins, Rickey Shackleford. Hit us up. Hit us up on
Roku, too. That's right, man. Fire TV, too.
That's right.
Hey, listen, also, let's get in there real quick. Appreciate it. Good job there. Vernon Maxwell.
Call him Stevens.
You don't know who Vernon Maxwell was. He played for the Houston. He's about that old right now, too. But no, it's a big week coming up here on Friday.
That's right.
On
the 13th.
The 13th, Friday the 13th.
Jason gonna be there.
Jason won't be there. You're not gonna kill everybody on Greenmount Avenue, right? Yeah, crazy. No, but Friday the 13th is my big celebration, my 65th birthday party celebration.
And retirement party.
Man.
Give it up the mic.
Give it that microphone up, and I'm going to get into stripping at 65.
That's right.
And not like hanging around for nothing.
That's right. So it's going to be Friday, 8 o'clock show and 10 o'clock show. We're doing 2 shows at the American Legion in Towson, 125 York Road.
125 York Road.
That's in Towson now. Towson.
And that'll help them behind the Dunkin' Donuts.
That's right. They're behind the Dunkin' Donuts.
Plenty of parking. Now, if you go 5 steps up, you went to the pizza place and the liquor store.
Yeah, right. In between the liquor store and the Dunkin' Donuts.
And the Dunkin' Donuts.
That's it. That's the best way to tell you.
Now,
Drive on up.
We have an excellent show coming up this weekend. We got headlining Pudge Rodriguez. It's going to have
Rodriguez? His name Pudge Rose. Now you get a man a Spanish
name. I guess Rodriguez won't be.
Pudge Rose.
Pudge Rose going to be, well, he's a comedian. He can take a joke. Bud get it though, but excellent headliner. Came right out of BWT Productions.
That's right.
Too.
Started with us.
So we're proud that he came out of here. Also, a lot of talent in the show. We have a couple of vocalists in the show, some poets in the show also. Matter of fact, today we have poets on a panel today.
That's right.
And, we introduced Tyese Woodson earlier. I'd like to introduce another up-and-coming young Jack. This brother been doing poetry for a couple of years now. Coming straight out of Aberdeen. Used to live in Baltimore from Emerson Village to Monroe Street back to Aberdeen. If you caught all that, y'all make him feel warm. Give it up for the poetry. Poetry V the poet. V the poet.
V the poet.
V the poet. Next week he be B the poet. How you doing, Vern?
Good.
Hey, man, hey, welcome, man. I gave away a lot of information there about where you're from. Are you actually from Baltimore, though? Oh, well, you lied then. You lied.
I didn't tell you that. I told him I went to church at Emerson Village. I grew up going to church at Emerson Village. I'm from the county.
Well, you're actually from the county.
Well, I'm from Virginia, but yeah, I grew up in the county.
But you didn't confuse me. You don't went from Virginia.
I'm from Virginia. I grew up in the county.
What
Virginia
part of
raised.
Virginia?
Newport News.
I know.
Oh, wow.
Whoa.
I was raised up in
Whoa. You might know my ex-wife. They from Newport News?
We had talked about that a couple times.
Yeah, I'm going there next weekend. I'll be
Okay.
in Newport News. I'll be at Warwick. Off of Warwick Boulevard.
Oh, you're at Warwick. Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
That's up there where I...
Yeah.
So you
one of
know
my
the
grandmas
area.
stay uptown, one of them stay downtown. So yeah, Denby, right there by Warwick Boulevard.
Yeah.
It's right there. And Jefferson is right behind it. Warwick is 60.
I'm going to be at Cosby's Comedy Club that whole weekend.
Oh, my cousin been there sometime. I wonder if he...
Who was your cousin?
I got a cousin named Matt MacArthur.
Oh, man.
You probably know him. Yeah, he performs out there. So I've never been there, though.
Yeah, hit him up. Tell him I'll be there next weekend.
Yeah, he'll be the only one in the chair. But how mess with how. But listen, Vern, welcome to the Kings of Comedy. How long per se have you been doing poetry? How long?
So I'm just like her right before I met you. Remember we met at Tim Day's show? So maybe about a year before then, off and on, I was writing a book and he got me to come perform at one time, and then I met you, and I think I did maybe 5 or 6 with y'all. I remember the first one was at the Vulcan.
Vulcan Blazers?
And I bombed it. I choked. I forgot it.
No, you was good. You
knock
know.
on wood.
But yeah, shades
but
on.
then
They
we
never
did.
saw you.
Yeah, I never saw you. Yeah, we just knew you bombed, but that's all.
Damn, how that'll help his self-esteem. but let me ask you,
more than that. But I did first.
what made you decide to get into poetry, though? Because you're a very, very intelligent guy. We talk all the time.
I had grew up. I had been writing all my life. So as a kid, I used to rap, and as a kid, I always read poetry books and all that. So I've always been in that kind of stuff. I always wrote plays and different things like that.
Right, because so you're just showing just a little taste of your talent with poetry and rap just as well. Because I heard you tell me one time you might want to do some comedy. I told you, nigga, you better go back to some poetry. Did I say nigga? Yes, I did.
Yeah, we'll bleep that out. We'll bleep that out in the production.
I had snot on my nose. Right. No, but we having fun. They just jokes. Don't take no slap.
So V, what type of poet are you? Are you
I do a couple different genres, but spiritual and love poetry.
Oh, okay.
And I wrote street poetry. I wrote about mental health like her. I wrote about harsh sentencing. It's pretty much anything that comes to mind.
Okay, sure. Well, so we're gonna break the ice a little bit. Can you give us a little? You gonna do a spiritual one? Yeah, do a little spiritual
That's
poetry.
the one that you had actually mentioned to me, but I think that's the best one for me to do.
Yeah, that'd be a good one to do.
Put me in the mood.
Lord, hear me out. Where do I start? I done seen Revelation's glimpse and gave it no thought. There's too many stories. They say the life's too short and it was done in darkness to come to light, but it was the light that caught. See, we cannot correct the past, yet through Christ we walk. A new path is narrow. It's there you'll embark on your journey to paradise eternal. Envisioning pearly gates, coincidentally just trying to escape the harsh reality life equates. Lord, take me as your vessel and make me complete. I pray that all that surrounds me is replenished with peace, hearts are content. I pray for safety, turbulence, diminishing streets. There's no explanation. The good die young, some exceed expectations. Call it fate, call it grace. We cannot anticipate, nor can we face all these tribulations without his guidance. You see, my heart cries out, but I sit in silence, Father God, because I know that lately situations beseem my eye. Lord, protect me, secure my family, then direct me in accordance with your will. I'm just being honest. I've seen temptations overwhelm those, well, I suppose, judge not is what the scripture taught us. These last days is upon us. Evil lurks, he keeps us free from torment. Merciful, grace everlasting, I'm asking, Lord, hear me out. Because every once in a while I'm thinking about bro now. In the goodbye letter, the streets rolling. See, I heard quite clear, and it's a lot of what else fell in my head. Like, had I said something, would they be dead? But I don't know, man. So I keep concocting these potions. Promethazine mixed in. I'm questioning a lot of things from within. Depression set in, and my anxiety got me double cupping. See, ice cube dissolved to nothing, but the pain is still there. I'm wishing all these raindrops disappear and cease. And I can get all my fellas back. We all live in peace, but what's the chances of that? It's circumstances beyond our control, and the answer to that is fate. We cannot escape his dictations. Only prayer can alter these situations. So it's here, Lord, that I come to you, because I'm spiritually lost. My flesh is weak, and our next could be a spiritual corpse. See, I must confess my sins and repent sincerely. Death's in the air, and it awaits me clearly. And I know there's no way that I can escape what's written. See, I've been sinning, but now I'm making decisions to change my life. I always heard Jesus will come like a thief in the night. You know how thieves remove things from sight. So I'm asking you, please grant forgiveness. Because I've been living this way for so long, I doubt I can make the transition. I know it takes faith, but still with your wisdom. The streets had no love, but God loves for his children as unconditionally. And what really never made sense to me is how tragic events formulate instantly, yet we need spiritual growth. It seems time is of the essence of what matters the most. So show love rather than keeping enemies close. For when the smoke clears, will it be your hopes that went up in flames? Or will your losses be someone else's gains? I just try to maintain in a society that's material driven, where though the car you drive or the house that you live in means more than salvation. See, this reflects times of revelation, when the adversary puts his mark on this nation. I sit alone in darkness of contemplation, with my mask on, rebuking evil spirits from Satan.
Wow.
Well, here's mine, Howard.
What?
Humpty Dumpty sat on the wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall. All the king horses and all the king men couldn't put Humpty together again.
Okay.
I just wrote that.
Hang on, Mary.
You should talk to him to get some of that spirituality.
No. I know.
Now you pause to take a note, because see, I am a poet. Rickey,
He's a poet.
I wrote several poems.
Give him one of yours. I'll give him one.
Have you ever went over to a friend's house to eat, and the food was just no good? I mean, the macaroni was soggy, the peas was all mush, and the chicken tastes like wood.
Funny how we knew the next line.
That's because I wrote it.
Yeah, and that's gonna be the last time he'll say it. No, but that was good though, Howard. They don't know that we poets, and they just don't know it, you know.
And B, I see you spitting, man. Your stuff. I mean, a little Jay-Z a little bit, because you got some bars there with it. It sound like you need a rap beat underneath for that or something.
Yeah, because that's what I picked up too.
Good. The flow
was great.
Right.
But what I was picking up, it was like a cadence of rap.
Right.
That's what he talked about.
Right.
So is that a mixture? I mean,
the second verse, when I said that is actually a song I got.
Okay.
Maybe I could do that there. The second thing, and then it just went into it was 3 different poems, really.
So you're going to do it on Friday?
The first one, and then the second one is just a rap. It's not a gospel piece at all.
Okay.
It's just apart from one I got, and then the third one was just an old poem I had too.
So what are some of you, and I'm gonna ask this to both of you guys, what are some of y'all inspiration? Like, what do y'all come up with y'all ideas to create a rap or even write one?
Not poetry.
Poetry. I'm sorry.
Experience, life, things that happen to you.
I noticed you said something about personal relationships. Is this because if you're creating this is something you experience? Is that what that's what I'm trying to feel with you?
It mostly I do write from experience, but if it's not experience, then it's still something something that has inspired me.
Okay.
And I mean, I have my favorite poets. Maya Angelou was one of my favorites. Nikki Giovanni was one of my favorites.
Right.
But I am all as well hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so the lyrics, as a matter of fact, I was just reading a book about how hip hop speaks to children and how the lyrics, I mean, and that's all that poetry is. And that's all that hip hop is. It's lyrics, with the music, with a beat behind it.
And I heard you I don't mean to cut you, but I heard you compliment him on his poetry that's then. And that's what I was concerned about. Did you see anything wrong with what he just did?
I do want you to rate me.
I want to stir it up a little bit. We done seen bad jokes, right? Mm-hmm. Like that one you told a minute ago. But I'm terrible, bro. Please don't call Mama tell you tell that on stage. But no, I was just talking about in the poetry world. Okay, y'all the critics is what I'm trying to say.
Well, the thing is that even though myself, like I said, I'm maybe about 4 years, 4 years in, and Vern is not, is about the same.
Sure.
I have friends that have been doing poetry for many years. I mean, but he said he may not have performed.
Sure.
But he's been writing forever.
Yes,
it's in him.
Sure.
And that's the same. That's the same with me. I think it's before you perform it. I mean, it's in you.
Sure, most definitely.
You're a writer. You receive your inspiration, and even though you tweak it, even though you grow. Even though you decide to write in different genres.
So your poets will be clear. That's your natural talent.
It's in you.
That's your natural talent.
It still is. It's a talent, right?
Okay.
It's a gift.
Well, I'm even asking you, Vern, where is your final destination? Where are you trying to go with your poetry, or your
I'm trying to write a lot of books. To tell you the truth, write a lot of books, make a lot of films, and incorporate poems into them.
So, in other words, you want to be the writer instead of the deliverer?
I want to perform too, yeah.
Right. I mean, I'm not trying to tell you to get quit.
Kind of both.
Right, I understand. It's important, and the same here with you. I mean, what's...
Yes. Well, my like I said, I started with my writing being mostly for me. Now that I perform, I've found that I really do enjoy it. But I'm more of a writer. I love to write. I mean, I have plenty at home. I'm working on my third book at home. I've started on a first book. I'm almost finished that. A second, I'm like, I'm about 40% through, and I've started a third. And now besides this book here, I also co-authored 3 other books. So that's more what I like to do now, and I still love the stage. Well,
my question too, just as well. I'm listening to both of y'all. Are you looking, especially with so much going on in this world today? A lot of times, you hear poetry is giving us a message. So, are you guys going to be activists? That's a good question.
Yep.
Definitely so. And I think, and see, and I mean, I can't so much speak for Vern, but with that poem that he gave, he's already an activist.
Sure, most definitely.
He didn't keep that inside.
Well, this is what we want to do. We want to thank both of these guys for coming on.
Yep.
And y'all do it up. Give it up for Tyese Woodson. And also
Poet V, right?
Poet V. And he stands for Viagra.
And Tyese, this is my Angelo. I'll let you know you're doing quite well. Yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.
That's the same impression you sound like when you're doing Medea.
And that kind of sounds like the Great Proprietor.
I know, same person. But listen, y'all. You ought to see him do Teddy Ruxpin. Pokemon.
Hey guys, don't forget to join us each and every Wednesday at 6:15 p.m. I'm comedian Howard G.
And don't forget this Friday, y'all, my birthday celebration at the American Legion Hall and Towson 125 York Road. I'm comedian Rickey the Real Deal Shackleford.
So come on out this Friday. Be there.
Be there. Y'all have to say it's hump day.
CoyoteMan Show Network.